Alright, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, I'm here tonight on the show, and I'm here to do my second college football game of the night, the second ranked matchup. I'll do the Kentucky game whenever it ends. It's in a line delay right now. But let's talk about the second ranked matchup I want to talk about tonight, whatever. If you didn't watch my clips in Georgia recap, you can watch that, get my thoughts on that game. But yeah, Notre Dame, number 7 Notre Dame beats number 20 Texas A&M 23-13 reaction. Texas A&M, God, their quarterback's terrible. But I'll get into that in a moment. But their quarterback, he reeks. Connor, whatever the hell his last name is, Connor Wakeman? Just call him Wakeman. He played like he was on weed tonight. But yeah, good win for Notre Dame. Very, very impressive win. They go into College Station in a tough place to play and pick up the W against Texas A&M. And all we heard about the last 2 weeks was, oh, how good Texas A&M's defensive line was. Not people talking about Notre Dame's defensive line and defense, and the fact they have an elite secondary. Notre Dame has a very elite defense this year. And I think it's the best D-line we see all season. And the offensive line, I thought, grew up a lot tonight. Texas A&M's defensive line was good. And I thought their offensive line looked very solid tonight, given who they were up against. A really good Texas A&M defensive line. And a lot of inexperience. The offensive line has lots of upside from here. They lost their left tackle before the start of the season. And their offensive line is very young, but they look very good against a good defensive line. Like, their defense is good. And you can say, oh, their secondary is not elite. I mean, I think it is. Stupid fly, get out of the way. But with that loss to Notre Dame, Texas A&M, they hosted College Game Day. College Game Day, they're 1-9 all time while hosting it. I add that to the Aggie facts. And shout out to Notre Dame, Penn State, Miami for their performances. All 3 were higher ranked opponents than their opponents, but still had to play the game in a hostile environment. And yes, I'm mentioning them because why not? But in hostile environments, they all won. But the game I thought was good. I thought it was a good game. I mean, 23-13. That was a good game. It was 13-13 at one point. Notre Dame scored the final 10 points in that fourth quarter. Texas A&M, they tied it up 13-13. Then Notre Dame finished with the final 10 points and pulled away late with a 21-yard touchdown run, then a field goal with about 30 seconds left to end it. But it was a good game to watch. At least from what I thought. I know people probably might thought it was boring, and that's fine. But I don't know. I just thought it was a good game to watch. 2 physical teams. 2 really good physical teams. 2 really good teams playing that physical and scrappy in week 1. And I think Notre Dame's defense is legit. I really do. I feel like Freeman has them hitting. So just playing no mercy. Two really good defenses going at it. And this season's going to be wild as more teams have a chance to make the playoffs. This is Notre Dame's chance to make the playoffs this year. Probably the biggest win Marcus Freeman's young career. But it was a fun game to watch, though. But yeah, Connor Wakeman. Yeah, he was reportedly throwing up during the game against them. Yeah, that's probably not a good sign. But yeah, Connor Wakeman was terrible. I mean, neither quarterback really played that great. Riley Leonard, the Duke transfer, who went to Notre Dame. I thought they really won the game tonight because of Jeremiah Love had a great game. And they ran the ball really well, I thought. All 3 runners, Jeremiah Love, Riley Leonard ran the ball well. Jadarian Price, that was the reason I thought they won tonight, was because they had a better running game than Texas A&M tonight. And also, forcing 2 turnovers, got those 2 interceptions. Really balanced attack with 158 passing yards to 198 rushing yards, about 5.6 yards per play. Texas A&M really wasn't getting that many yards per play, and behind a lot of third downs. It was just those 2 interceptions, really, and their defense was just gassed in that fourth quarter. But yeah, Weigman, oh my lord, 12 of 30, 100 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He looked absolutely terrible. Like, Texas A&M, what happened? I don't know what to think about Connor Weigman, because I guess you can say it's one game, but anytime you have a QB like Weigman, you're going to build around 11 personnel in the dropback game, but that's a hard way to live against a Notre Dame defense. Like, they'll man you up, and if you don't have the elite receivers to beat those DBs, you have nothing. And Texas A&M, they just don't have that elite receiver. I mean, yeah, he played like crap, but that's a tough defense to face your first game back in over a year. We'll see what happens going forward, though. We'll see how he looks. I don't think you should call to bench him until if he continues to play like, crap. If he continues to play bad. But now let's get to the other stats. Le'Veon Moss, is he related to Randy Moss? 20 runs, 70 yards, 3.5 carry, 1 touchdown. Weigman also had 7 runs, 26 yards. Amari Daniels, 4 runs, 5 runs, 20 yards. EJ Smith, 4 runs, 24 yards. But here's the problem. Ja'Day Walker, 6 catches, 31 yards. Cyrus Allen, 2 catches, 28 yards. Trey Watson, 1 catch, 18 yards. Le'Veon Moss, 2 catches, 13 yards. Noah Thomas, 1 catch, 10 yards. They don't have that elite receiver. Like, that's really the problem. And their defense was good tonight. It's just they didn't get any sacks tonight, but their defense was overall, I thought, pretty good. For Notre Dame, Riley Leonard, 18 of 30, 158 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Not really a great game passing, but they ran the ball really well. Jeremiah Love, 14 runs, 91 yards, 6.5 yards per carry, 1 touchdown. Riley Leonard, 12 runs, 63 yards, 5.2 a carry. Love at 6.5 a carry. And Jadarian Price, 8 runs, 44 yards, 5.5 a carry and a touchdown. So they ran the ball really effectively, and that's why I thought they won, and they didn't turn the ball over any. Bo Collins, 5 catches, 62 yards. Greathouse, 3 catches, 26 yards. Flanagan, 2 catches, 25 yards. Thomas, 1 catch, 14 yards. Faison, 2 catches, 12 yards. Mitchell, 1 catch, 12 yards, and that's all we'll get into. They got 1 sack on the defense and forced 2 interceptions. Great Notre Dame defense tonight, improved to 1-0. Texas A&M down to 0-1. So a very good win for Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame. We'll see what happens going forward for Notre Dame. Win 3 years in the making for Marcus Freeman. Definitely his biggest win. Probably feels good for you to win a clutch game like this. The offense, I thought, was carried by the running backs, which is part of the offense. I mean, I feel like Riley Leonard will still be good. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say for tonight. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Until next time, I like. Peace, and I'll recap the Kentucky game whenever it ends. So yeah, peace.